Top Gun. Maverick has landed in the top 10 again this weekend, making this the fourth full month that the film has charted in the domestic box office. The sequel to the original 1986 hit Top Gun hit theaters over Memorial Day weekend earlier this year, on May 27. The film sees Tom Cruise returning as Pete Maverick Mitchell, a hotshot pilot who must teach a new crop of young pilots how to accomplish a seemingly impossible mission. This is complicated by the fact that one of the students, Miles Teller's Bradley Rooster Bradshaw, is the son of Maverick's former compatriot Goose, who was killed in the original film. The cast also includes Ed Harris, Glenn Powell, John Hamm, and Val Kilmer returning as Iceman. Although the film was expected to be a success, it would have been more or less impossible to predict how successful Top Gun: Maverick turned out to be. The film wowed with a domestic opening of $126.7 million before soaring to even greater heights with a domestic total $713.5 million, making it the fifth highest grossing domestic film of all time. Its worldwide gross has now reached a whopping total of $1.48 billion, and it continues to make money at the box office despite now being available on VOD. In fact, it hardly seems to have slowed down, considering the fact that it reclaimed number 1 at the Labor Day weekend box office, the exact same weekend that it took number 1 across every major digital platform. Per Deadline, the Titanic Top Gun: Maverick box office run has continued this weekend. Although its returns are finally diminishing after a September with a dearth of new wide-release films, the 1-2 punch of Smile and Rose didn't manage to knock it off the top 10 entirely. With a 3-day total of $1.23 million, Top Gun landed at number 10 in the weekend box office, making this the 19th week and the fourth full month that the film has charted in the top 10. Can Top Gun: Maverick make it to 20 weeks in the top 10? Considering that Top Gun: Maverick is now the lowest-ranking film in the domestic top 10, it seems unlikely that it will maintain its hold for too much longer. However, one thing that box office prognosticators have learned this year is not to bet against Tom Cruise. Weekend sees the release of just 2 new films: David O. Russell's Amsterdam and the Shawn Mendes musical Lyle Crocodile. While it seems entirely likely that Lyle will take number 1 that weekend, it's possible that any of the other films that are currently between Top Gun and number 1 could make less than it does in its 20th week, including DC League of Super Pets, which just scraped ahead of Top Gun at $1.3 million, and the new Collywood entry Ponniyin Selvan Part 1. It's within the realm of possibility that both could be knocked off the list, leaving room for Top Gun: Maverick to stick around. The sequel could very well hang on to its top 10 standing even further into October, as the following weekend only boasts 1 new release, Halloween Kills, and the box office continues to look sparse until the release of Black Adam and the George Clooney-Julia Roberts rom-com Ticket to Paradise on October 21. Source: Deadline.